Stop Drinking Guide. Knowing when you've got an alcohol addiction that needs treatment. This is an introduction to a free Stop Drinking Guide called A Practical Approach to Understanding and Dealing with Alcoholism. Knowing when an alcohol addiction requires therapy might seem to be an uncomplicated enough question to be asking yourself. Yet actually, realizing that you do have a serious addiction to alcohol condition or not can be a completely different matter. Probably the simple answer is no, as the majority of us all over the world that have an addiction to alcohol are not aware of it. People appear to be oblivious to their condition and are just focused on what's around them instead of stepping outside of their tiny box just to see what else life offers. People like this almost never admit that an addiction to alcohol is really a part of their daily life, and everything will just end up in tragedy. So, how on earth can you be sure that you have an addiction to alcohol or not? You need to start to take the right measures, as well as thinking through a number of significant questions regarding your drinking behaviour. You might think that diagnosing a disease like alcoholism is a simple process, and it is, if you just manage to ask yourself the correct questions. So, if you sense in any kind of way that you've got a drinking problem, we're going to take a look at 10 important questions that you need to be asking yourself. If you feel that any of these points affect you, then you certainly should, without doubt, consider taking the appropriate measures and start treatment for alcohol addiction right away. So, the first question you should ask yourself would be, does my alcohol addiction get me into problems? Second, do I generally crave additional alcoholic drinks regardless of whether I pass my limit or not? Third, have I tried quitting alcohol previously? Fourth, am I susceptible to leaving about or concealing alcohol at home or at work? Then 5. Do I normally forget things after heavy drinking? 6. When I am drinking, does my personality tend to change, and do I develop into a different person? 7. Whenever I am inebriated, do I get violent or even become annoyed with others? 8. When you're feeling down or you're on your own, do you always begin looking for alcohol? 9. Do you come to heads with people close to you like friends and family when you've been drinking alcohol? And finally 10. Does your health suffer through drinking too much alcohol? Now, the time has come to become really honest with yourself and admit to how many of those unanswered questions apply to you. In the event that it's 3 or more, then you definitely do require immediate treatment for alcohol addiction. Perhaps you have considered how much your life could improve for the better should you confront your addiction to alcohol. In the event you have not, then I'd recommend you read the following report. So to grab your free 72-page report on how to stop drinking alcohol, make sure you click on the link below the arrow, or visit www.stopdrinkingadvice.org/free report. Thanks very much.